Land Rover Toolbox Videos is sponsored by MPB 4x4 Independent Land Rover Specialists. Okay, today we're going to have a look at Plastigrip, which is part of the Pro XL, a family of primers. So basically, Land Rovers, Discovery or Defender, we have eyebrows which are flexible plastic. Yes, flexibility means that you can't just paint anything onto it because it will flake off and crack. So basically, it needs a primer to help the paint to adhere to the surface. Okay, so the Defender wing, yeah, we're going to actually do a Discovery 2 one, which is this, and it's the same principle on any plastics on the vehicle bodywork. So Pro XL, we showed you the Pro X. Now this is the Pro Plastigrip, which is a plastic primer. Now with the D2 Discovery 2, the inner wing here, or the mud shield, it basically is screwed on with 3 screws, which will always be rusted. You probably have to cut them off. And the eyebrow itself is glued into place. You can pull that off with a little bit of physical force, leaving some rubbish on the wing for you to clean off with paint thinners. The Defender, on the other hand, the eyebrow is held on by plastic rivets. You can see those here. You knock the centers out. The lucky thing here, basically you have to remove the eyebrow when you're taking the wing off a vehicle anyway, so it's no big deal. Just push the plastic centers out, and then you have a bolt down here which you need to break off. Once you've done that, then it can be easily removed from the wing itself. So what you're left with is a load of clips that you probably will need to replace anyway. So what you have is these are body shop consumables, and there are these plastic rivets which the part number is 36191. You can buy them from body shop suppliers. So basically I've got the full kit here, and these have already been replenished. Right, so what we have here is the Discovery 2 eyebrow, and this has been painted, or it's got some sort of material on it. And I can scrape little bits off and realise that this needs to be cleaned up properly before it is primed. So basically we have standard thinners here, which is a very aggressive solvent, and this will clean any crap off. This softens the paint up. It also removes glue and sealants. So basically liberal amounts on a rag and wipe it clean. You can see here on the wing, black silicon's been used, and the original adhesive here, you can pick some of this off, but the solvent will also remove this on the Discovery, plus the stickers, without damaging the paintwork. Right, so you can see the residue left on the rags after cleaning the eyebrow is quite a lot of stuff there. So before painting, I've got it on a rack, and I'm using some degreasant, which will get rid of the dust and any greasy fingerprints I left on it, or any solvent residue. Basically this wants to be as clean as possible before you go ahead and prime the plastic. This is for bumpers as well, any plastic that you're using on the exterior. Now you can see what I'm showing you here is how I've got access to the whole area so I can spray paint with no problem. And with the tin that I have here, obviously you need to shake it for 2 minutes, make sure it's all well mixed up, and it will work well for you. Just a demonstration now, you can see that this is a matte black, and I'm keeping an even distance away from the work, and I can reach the whole of the spray area. And you can see also the spray pattern on the can is brilliant. It's a fan sort of spray pattern. Now if you watch very carefully, you'll see that the primer is drying very quickly. You can see that there. I'll just quickly show you the spray pattern on the nozzle there. That's what you get on this can. And what we have is an almost dry piece of work, so I'm going to go and put another coat on it before I let it dry completely. Apparently you can put a top coat on this after 30 minutes, which is brilliant, to be honest with you. So basically what this does is prime the plastic so that paints, any top coats that you put over it, will have adhesion. So there you go, that's how you spray an eyebrow. Basically it's a clear solution, and when it dries it goes matte or satin like this.